Neither strike asks. So Spock said L, apparently due to the UV damage being done to his eyes by the plasma torch. Is this normal for someone in his condition, or is he beginning to show signs of regaining some level of consciousness and self-awareness?
What? No, patently absurd. The Igor process destroys pretty much all cognitive function, speech especially. I was very thorough when I cut up Spike. I had to, didn't I? I mean, I knew the process could work, but the pony brain is too fragile. I tried. Twice. I am given to understand their deaths were painful. Baby dragon brains, on the other hand, are very resilient. Generally very hard to come by. But, well, he trusted me. But hey, I was right!
Anonymous asked you. It is with a grim curiosity that I ask this. But how exactly does your subliminal modification program work? I assume there are many gruesome tests to work out the kinks, undoubtedly leaving many of your victims ruined husks.
Yes, that's a bit of an unfortunate necessity. The process is more complex than this, but the basic gist is as follows. The crux of it is to have the subject commit an act that is to them so abhorrent and morally reprehensible that they retreat deep into their mind, giving me room to instill another one. I associate the act with a trigger phrase. Then I construct a series of suggestions that makes the subject capable of deluding themselves into thinking that the act never happened. Associate this with a phrase as well. Activation and deactivation, respectively. The main problem was that I need to know the subject rather intimately to understand their limits. Additionally, subjects 1 through 6 were random ponies. I didn't have anything they deeply cared about handy for them to violate. Rarity had a sister.
Celestia Wept asks, Rarity's sister? What did you do to little Sweetie Belle?
What? Me? Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I watched.
Knackerman asks, so you plan on donating your body to science? What will happen to Spike after your final experiment?
Igor 3? Die of thirst, I expect. Who cares? I'm more worried about Fluttershy. Withdrawal's a terrible way to go. I may have to put her down first.
Anonymous asked you. Tell me, have you ever heard of Grimdark syndrome? A disease that infects the minds of once innocent ponies, twisting them with insane thoughts and hallucinations. Wake up and look at yourself!
Interesting theory. Unfounded, but interesting. I'll be sure to check my brain for infections when I'm cutting it up.
Anonymous asked you, do you have any other subliminally programmed sleep agents aside from Rarity?
No, Rarity's special. For all that Rarity could be a bit prickly at times, she had a gentle soul. She liked dresses and the frivolities of society. She was an artist, an admirer and creator of beautiful things. She has never really wanted for anything, and grew up sheltered, but rather than become dismissive of the problems of others like many sheltered ponies, she remained empathetic, always ready to help. She was, in many ways, innocent. This made her malleable. Crushing her psyche was easy. That part always is. What was harder was making her come back when called, to maintain a facade of normality, and having enough of her remain to act as an independent agent. That was only possible because she was, when all is said and done, an optimist, a bright pony, willing to believe the best of ponies, of situations, of herself. Every time I activate her, I crush her again. But every time when I'm done, she comes back, nursing to life her hope that the world might be a brighter place. I tell her it's all right, and she believes me. That takes a very special kind of strength.
Anonymous asked you. I notice you've still got Smarty Pants. I don't suppose it's still enchanted with the Want It Need It spell.
What? This? I thought I threw it away. In fact, I'm sure of it. Huh. Well, that's... done. Huh.
Fractured Loyalty asks, Twilight Vision, look at the moon.
The moon I use is not much good for navigation anymore.
Anonymous asks, not to spoil your hiding place, but I'm assuming you're somewhere out in the Everfree, or the forest between here and the Changelings. What exactly does the forest look like out there? Twilight Vision.
I have lost sight of the forest long ago, but the trees are fascinating.
Bombasticbookman asks, your brother's captain of the Royal Guard, correct? What does he think of your activities? And if he becomes, too much of a problem, do you think you'd be able to kill him?
Shining Armor, colloquially referred to as the Commander, though his proper title is Captain of the Guard. His duties include not only management of the Palace Guard, but overseeing military operations Equestria-wide. My brother, he is the one whose job it is to find and destroy me, as per royal decree. He has always been very, very good at doing his job. So good, in fact, that I find it difficult to believe that I could avoid him as long as I have been. He tends to be a bit sentimental. Perhaps this clouds his judgment. While this remains true, he is most useful to me exactly where he is. I hope it does remain true, because if not, well, there are some things about his brain structure I want to know.
Robomorons asks, let me take a wild guess here. You killed Big Mac and or Apple Bloom, and now Applejack wants you to die for it.
You underestimate the size of the Apple family. I had many more options than those two. Would you believe I entertain the notion that they might not miss some of the extras? It does not work that way, apparently. So learned a friendship lesson, sort of. Once it became apparent that even random cousins invoke the full suite of rage-filled family retribution, though, I figured I'd go for broke. Many studies are much more fruitful if I know the subject well.
Gentlemensniper asked, wait, did I see that Smarty Pants doll again? I think he got rid of it.
So did I. Ugh. Huh.
So, you control your machines with a series of hoof stomps? Do you also have verbal commands as well? Hate to see a misstomp, cause unintended consequences.
Please. Command of my machines is a far more sophisticated and nuanced affair than that. It incorporates not only voice and body movement, but vocal intonation, facial micro-expressions, and even pheromonal cues. It, took a little while to work out the kinks. There were a few, misunderstandings. Some test subjects... Well, what happened was regrettable and wasteful. But nowadays, communication is flawless. Who doesn't have little misunderstandings anymore? You? It's you? Who's a good saw? I'm sorry,